Okay, guys, hopefully you can come back and see this. So my broadcast got paused. So yeah, what I was saying is that one of the things that I've noticed for a lot of people is that their shadow is not pleasant for them. Okay, and the shadow stuff is where a lot of the learning happens. So one thing that Jamaat said to me was, you know, a flower doesn't blossom in a loose soil. And I thought that was really powerful for me because when you're blossoming, you're in the soil, you're underneath the darkness, right? So that's where you're learning a lot about yourself. And that's where your worry is going to get triggered. Your trust is going to get triggered. You're going to feel like you're not supported by the universe, okay? And I can speak that from experience right now because it's so fresh what has happened in my life that I have no option but to kind of be very honest about it. And I want you to know that if you are feeling triggered and you're feeling in your shadow and you're in underneath the darkness, right? At some point you will come out of it. It's nobody stays there. It's just kind of like when you're about to be born. After 9 months, either there's going to be a surgical operation or like you're just going to come out. It's sort of like that. Oh, perfect, Jamal. I'm so glad you're here. I was talking about what you shared as far as the tight soil, right? And so today, finally, when I did the meditation, I was able to actually see myself underneath the ground and literally like waiting to blossom, okay? But the process of this blossoming has been very tough. Hey guys, so I got disconnected. So I was sharing the stuff about the shadow. So that's what the full moon did for all of us. The full moon served us because we really went into our shadow, okay? And however long your shadow takes you, I just want you to know that if you have people that can support you through the process of holding your shadow, because it is highly unlikely that you're going to enjoy your shadow and be like, this is a really great Netflix show, let me watch it. This is not Stranger Things, this is real life, right? So when I realized, okay, during my meditation today, and I'm going to tell you, I wasn't able to do my meditation for the past like 2 weeks. Like it was just, I wasn't in a mood. I wasn't in a headspace. I didn't care. And I don't mean to say I don't care. I couldn't do it. So what I did was I turned to my support system. People that maybe I didn't think were my support system, but I really sort of found a new support system. And that was good. So rebirth is also going to look like that, right? Rebirth is going to look like new things. And as adults, when we go through a rebirth, it's not easy. So think about the process of being born on this planet. When you come out of your mother's womb, you are not looking all perfect and you are covered in blood, you know, you're pooping and like all of that process. Now I haven't given birth to a child, but I've heard the process. And you cry. They make you cry, right? Because it's painful. But because it happens to us as babies, it's almost like we don't remember. But then as adults, when we're going through it, you're conscious of everything. You're feeling it. And so I had to make my peace that I wasn't in a space to do any meditative process or whatever it was. I just wasn't. And it was something I just kind of at some point said, okay, that's where you are and it's okay. So today how I feel is how I wanted to feel when things start, like we're just in this disarray, right? So for me, it was everything. It was my living situation. It's my financial situation. It's my emotional situation. Everything just felt like it exploded in my face on a very ego level for no fault of mine. Now on an energy level, sure, there is something that I didn't obviously connect with that I felt that. But I'm going to say this, in spite of me being in that space, the universe sent me so much love because I was prepared for this experience probably months ago, right? And today it finally clicked for me that actually, as much as I felt unprepared, I was given all the tools to navigate it. It didn't look cute. It didn't look put together. It didn't look like a red carpet deal. It looked very real and human. And I was like, how am I that person who doesn't understand it? So I want to actually talk about Jamaat a little bit. Jamaat, please put your website and your link, and we're going to share this in the group. So I want to share this about Jamaat because I want to say something. He really he does empowerment coaching and everything. So it's pretty amazing. And he's absolutely phenomenal at what he does. Okay. So if you're looking for that support, he is phenomenal. So he really sort of held the space for my shadow. And what I mean by that is he didn't judge it. He didn't question it. He didn't say, oh, get over it. He didn't say any of that, right? What he said to me is, it's okay you're feeling it's messy. It's okay you're upset, because this is upsetting and this is difficult. And in that moment, my shadow needed oxygen. Does that make sense? Your shadow also needs oxygen. The light is in light, so what oxygen does that need? But your shadow needs oxygen. Okay. Hey, Elizabeth. So, so if I hadn't taken time off and just unplugged from everything and everyone, showing up on these lives, doing these webinars, doing these classes, you guys would have felt it. You guys would have been like, I don't want to really even be around this energy, because I didn't even want to be around myself, right? I wanted to jump out of my own life and say, can it look different right now? But then how would my growing up happen? How my learning happen? And what's amazing is when your heart cracks open because of suffering and pain, or it just cracks open, your capacity to feel is great. Your capacity to heal is great. Your capacity to love is great. So everything expands, which is incredible, right? And so I want you to realize that having a support system that is good at, that can handle and navigate your experience on some level, hold the space for you, is indispensable. So if you guys are ever wondering, oh, should I hire a coach, or should I hire a healer, or should I hire, I am going to right now say yes, absolutely, because that support makes the difference between how long you're going to stay in that rut, and how much you're able to gain from that experience and come out of it, right? And that's why I wanted to do this live, because I really wanted to acknowledge Jamal's role in holding that for me, okay? And when people are good at what they do, you move through the process a lot more efficiently and differently, okay? And I don't want you to think that me looking put together is what I looked like for the past 10 days, but I wasn't going to get on, okay? So I'm seeing a lot of people, so go ahead and say hi, you guys. This is how I wanted to show up on this live, right? Because I wasn't going to sit and cry in front of everyone, even though I'm sure that at some point, if that needs to happen, life is going to push me there, or it's going to navigate me to get there. But I had to be in my shadow. And I don't know how else to explain it. And I got a lot of messages from so many people who I've never met. And they all said, you're going through a shift, a transition. And these things sound so nice, right? But when you're in it, you're like, I don't want it. I don't like it. I don't care. Like, you feel that way. And then you feel that nobody gets it. But the thing is, those messages are important. They're the universe reminding you will be okay. So even if in that moment, I couldn't completely absorb it, my subconscious took it. Just like we take all the good that is coming our way, the bad also we take it. Hi, Brittany, how are you? So you guys, I really can't emphasize that the full moon and May were tough months, but June is going to be incredible. June is going to be incredible because now we're moving into a space of the shadow, which is full moon pushed us to, into a place of, okay, let's breathe and let's experience something different. And so that's what's happening for me today. And because I feel very grateful, I can get on this and talk to you guys. Oh my God, so all these new people are here. Yeah, so don't, if you are in need of permission to feel your stuff, you can absolutely send me a message. And then we obviously have Jamal, join his group. I cannot emphasize it enough. He's absolutely fantastic. And Jamal, I just want to acknowledge my gratitude to you publicly. So he's fantastic. So you will get out of it, right? And today I'm going to do readings in about 10-15 minutes on Periscope. So if you guys have ever experienced the readings, they're incredibly powerful and empowering, and they help you navigate certain situations that are different. So for me, Good. I am glad. I'm glad, Brittany. This is awesome, and I have never had so many people live on my business page. So maybe this is a sign that I have shifted my energy, and it's true. I met someone today, and one of the things this person told me was like, you seem like a different person, and it's true, right? So it takes a little bit of work to get there, but you can. And I'm telling you, if you can just feel into the truth of what I'm saying, I know in that moment it just feels hard. But in that moment, there's so much love the universe has for you. I honestly felt abandoned. I felt like the universe just doesn't care. All of this stuff is not real. It's not true. But it's probably more true than I even knew a month earlier, a month before everything exploded in my face. Okay? So you might not love the process. You might not like it. But you're worth it because you've been put in. That's why the universe loves you. The universe loves you so much that it can't help but root on for your growing, for your evolution and your growth. So now, today, I can say that actually I can feel how much the universe loves me, how much the divine cares about me. Okay? So please make space for your process. And there is a lot of support out there. There's a lot of help out there. I, of course, would love to support you guys in any way that I can. So I will be doing the readings today, and you guys can hop onto it and get the guidance that it comes through it. And it'll be really fun for us to see what's going on. And also, guys, if there are people that are not in your life in the way that you kind of expected them to be, it's okay. Because maybe you guys have outgrown each other. But here's the beauty of it. There are new people waiting to come into that space. New people who are more suited to your energy now. Okay? Again, I'm going to keep it real. You're not going to like it, but you will be able to come and appreciate it. And you'll have so much fun with these new people because you guys are all, it's kind of like wearing clothes that fit you right? Like wearing clothes that are actually your size. Okay? Like I can even feel that my skin looks different. And it's not the makeup routine or anything. It's just my skin looks different because it's clearer. Right? So go ahead and share this out if you found value in this video. And then hop on to Periscope. I will go ahead and put the link down there so you guys can jump on Periscope and then you can do the readings. And really just sort of see what's going on, which I think is like a lot of fun. So I think that's pretty much it on my end. Does anyone have any comments or do you guys want to say anything? And again, this was a definite testimonial for Jamaat. So Jamaat, you please like share it out with your group and everything. So yeah. Okay. So I'm going to hop off here and then I will be on Periscope in about 10-15 minutes. And if you guys are not part of Energy Rockstars, go ahead and join it. I think you'll find it very valuable. It's in my bio here, so you guys can join it there. Okay, so much love to each one of you. Go ahead and follow Jamad and follow his group. And I will talk to you guys very soon, probably tomorrow. So you guys are going to see me do more live streaming and see me more visible because I think now that I can see my blossoming, I should be able to present myself more in front of you guys, okay? So absolutely, so much. Oh, absolutely. I'm very grateful that I can. I'm very grateful that you guys are finding this valuable. So much love to each one of you. I will see you guys on Periscope and we'll talk very, very soon. All right, bye.